What what's good, y'all? This is CJ, the content connoisseur, and I came across this video that was hilarious. And a lot of these videos I've noticed, these guys don't go outside. They make videos on topics and subjects, and like if you went out on Saturday and Friday night, you would be like, "Oh, what they're saying on the internet is just not right." And this is one of the moments where I call this is rhetoric and not reality. Let me just show you what I'm talking about real fast.
Yeah.
Do you say this because I'm black?
Yeah. Me, rice, your chicken. Perfect.
I'm not sure if this is Japan or Thailand, but somebody need to let him know that she was going. That was his ball.
Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
I saw you around the neighborhood, and I thought you was very pretty. And I was wondering if I can get like your number or social media or something.
No, I don't think so.
All right, you have a nice day.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, you said no.
You ain't going. That's it though?
This is so crazy. This is a video. Like this is a skit. You can hear like the music in the back. It's not real. This is fake. No woman that's ever rejected a dude was like, "Oh, that's it." Women don't do that. That's not. They're not interested. They're not going to want you to keep pursuing. They're going to be, "Oh, he's good. He's gone. Thanks." Like they don't want that. Like this.
Yeah.
Not
Have a
real.
nice day.
Damn, okay.
This is what you call man fantasy. This is man fantasy. No woman's gonna be like, "Oh, I rejected you. Come back so I can reject you again." Like what? Women don't do that. This is fake.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, "Oh, girls don't shoot their shot." Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say,
Hold on. Let's go back. She said, "Women shoot their shot." We gotta go and we gotta see how she shoots her shot real fast. I'm gonna make it big so we can see. We're gonna scroll back just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then just a little bit. Okay.
damn, okay. I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, "Oh, girls don't shoot their shot." Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
Oh, that's funny because men, just if you see a chick you like, go say hello. That's it. Just go say hello, bro. That's it. Wow. This is the reason why you shouldn't like pay what they say like any attention online, bro, because that much like eye contact, bro. That also could be like I'm creeped out, get away from me type. Like oh, the dangers of listening to women on social media. This is oh man, let's keep it going. Oh, okay. Okay, so they said they just stare at you. Let's make it bigger. Okay, and she's kind of not blinking. I'm gonna be honest with you. Last Saturday, I'm at eye contact with this chick, and I didn't speak to her only because I was walking up the street and she was walking down the street, and it was like 15 seconds. And so I looked at her and I held her for like maybe 6, 7, 8 seconds, and she did the same exact face. And inside of me, I should have said something, but I didn't. You know, I let my thoughts gotta, get to me. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's not a big deal. And I just walk past her, right? That's a flirt. That's a flirt face, right, fellas? This is the reason why you should never listen to these people on social media. Because that is a flirt face. That's how they're looking when they want you to flirt with them. How do they look when they want you to come over to get something? Like, how does that look? Do they stand there with their fist balled up like this? Like I know we're not supposed to be like looking for choosing signals and all that. But that's an anti-choosing signal. That is not like, ooh, she's staring at me like I owe her money. Like it looked like either she's going to get you robbed. She's gonna do something to you. That's not what you want to happen, bro. That does not look like inviting. Like things are gonna go well. I don't like it's going to go well. I'm sorry. And I know that to them that's flirting. And as a man, we have to understand that. I get it, but man, that is not the type of aura that you put out. Is just like, I don't know. That doesn't say hello, how you doing? What's up? Let's conversate for a second. Like that's crazy.
Hey, yo, this tweet is bad accurate, bro. Chicks will really stare at you like this and consider it flirting. Now I see why a lot of you be too prideful to shoot your shot. Talking about,
Oh no, because I'm the catch. Men are supposed to chase.
shorty, your ass just ain't got no game. You ain't got to sugarcoat it and do all the extra. We already hit. But what bothers us is the fact that y'all will come to us and act like we missed some obvious sign. Talking about,
How can you tell that I liked you? You didn't see how I looked at you?
That's the problem. You're not supposed to wait for a sign. You're not supposed to wait for a sign. The reason why you're not supposed to wait for a sign is because they don't know how to give you a sign. I don't think women, I don't think the men got it. And so I'm going to break it down to them, right? Women do not know how to give a choosing signal. We just listen, look at this face right here. Look at this face. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back. Right? Let's go back. Look at this face, right? This face right here is not like, hey, how you doing? You look kind of handsome. That face is like, where my money at, nigga? That face isn't. There wasn't like there wasn't a slight smile. There wasn't like an interesting like smirk. Nothing of like, hey, how you doing? It's more like, so men, you feel me? Check this out. We gotta understand and know that they don't know how to choose. They don't know how to make themselves known that they want your attention. They don't know how to do it. It's not inside of them to know. I've heard women say this. I walk past you, 3-4 times, and it's like, do you understand when you're in a club or bar, right? When someone walks past you, it happens like every 7-8 minutes. Someone walks past you, right? You're not like super honed in on every. You're not. You're not. You feel me? But this chick, we were talking. She was like, I thought you didn't see me because I walked past you 4 or 5. I'm like, you did? Really? When was this? And she was breaking down the different songs and stuff. And I was like, did you tap me on my shoulder? Did you look me in my eye? Did none of that. Did none of that. She didn't touch me at all. Like, and I'm just like, if you walk past me, I'm just gonna assume you're trying to get past me to get to the other side of the bar. And I had to realize, Chris, that's her choosing signal. And I was like, this is reason why you don't look for choosing signals. Because if you look for choosing signals, what they think is a choosing signal is not what we think a choosing signal is. And so we're just going to pass each other. We're going to pass each other, and we're not going to connect, because what we're looking for is for you to look at us and give us a smile, a smirk, just holding eye contact. A lot of times that's not really what happens. And so, like I said before, we just have to just go say hi, go say what's up, and then see what happens. Because let's go back to the picture. Like, this picture this is crazy. Like, she looked like she's irritated, right?
Hey, yo, this tweet is bad accurate. We already hit. But what Bob...
See how I looked at you?
Shorty, you mean when you was staring at me like LeBron in Game 6? I couldn't tell if you wanted me or you was about to give me 40.
I have a question for my ladies and my fellas too. Ladies, do y'all shoot your shot at men? Like in the DMs, if you were out at a bar, like would you just go up and approach them? Somebody asked me on live last night, like, do I approach guys or do I shoot my shot? And I feel so conflicted with this. I don't mind if I feel like the vibes are there. There's been some flirtiness going on. You sent me a drink. You keep looking over my way. Sure, I would have no problem approaching.
She said, send a drink. I really hope men are not sending drinks to women they're not even talking to. I really hope you're not doing that. And I really hope women are not taking drinks from dudes they don't know. Like, this is a problem with the world. People do stuff and they don't understand why it's like bad things happen, right? Okay, you should never take a drink from a guy because he could have put something in it. You know what I'm saying? You just think about it, right? And then as a dude, you should never just send a chick a drink because maybe she doesn't drink, or maybe she doesn't care to talk to you anyway. Just go talk to her. And if y'all go get drinks together, it's a combined effort where it's like she communicated, you communicated, y'all on the same page, y'all go get a drink. Sending a girl a drink is backwards ass game. It's backwards. It's the type of game you get from movies. And this is the reason why it doesn't work, because it's fantasy. It's bullshit. It's some fantasy. It's fantasy. Don't ever send a woman a drink. Ever, ever, ever. Well, if she's your wife or your girlfriend, but don't send some random woman a drink, bro. And women, don't take a random drink from don't take a random drink from a random guy. Like, that's dangerous. It's dangerous.
You liked a couple of my pictures, whatever,
liked a couple. So he's stalking you. See how I'm saying? Fellas, listen to me. See how what she's saying is dangerous? You're sending her a drink. She doesn't know what's in the drink, right? That's already a red flag to me, sending a girl a drink. Then he's liking pictures, which means he's following you on social media and he has not talked to you yet. That's dangerous. That's super. So you don't know his character. You don't know his personality. You don't know how he sounds. You don't even know if you're even into the guy at all, right? And he's liking your pictures. That's a creep. He's a social media stalker. That's a stalker.
If I have a 95% feeling that my shot is going to go in, I'm shoot it. But if I was feeling unsure about a guy, or if he walked into a party and I'm like, wow, he looks really good, my first reaction isn't going to be, let me go up, introduce myself, and shoot my shot. Oh no, baby. I'm going to wait for him to come to me. I would let him do all the work.
I think for a lot of women, and I'm going to say that I speak for a lot of women, and especially like in this day and age, I think that a lot of us are single because men, honestly, y'all don't approach women no more. Go approach.
And this is the part of the video that we really need to get into real fast. Really need to get into. Okay. I don't have it on me, but I'm going to start doing this every weekend because we go out every weekend. I'm going to record this. People actually approach women in the club, in the bars regularly. This is internet conversation. 100% not real. Not real at all. When you go to clubs and bars, day parties, women are getting approached. Now, not all women are getting approached, no, but enough women to where when you go online, you're like, these people suffer from no social life. They are homebodies and they make no effort to have a dating life. Because in order to have a dating life, you have to have a social life. They work together, right? You have to go to places and situations to where you can meet new people all the time. A lot of these people that complain about not getting approached do not go outside enough and frequent. If you're a single person and you don't have a social life, you cannot complain about getting approached. You can't. Because if you go outside every weekend for two hours, Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, right, Friday, you will get approached. But what happens is women do not go out, they work, they go to the grocery store, and most people are not getting approached. Most people are not approaching the grocery store. Gas station, you're not doing, I don't see that a lot. They probably do it, but I don't see that a lot. And I don't do it myself. In the grocery store, I definitely don't do it. Go out, go to social events, right? Go to places where being social is normal. You will get approached. I think what women want is this movie thing, right? And I call it the Disney world mindset, right? Where she's in Walmart or Kroger or Costco, Target, and she like bumps into Prince Charming. And it's like, that's not reality. Okay. It's not. I'm sure dudes do approach in Target and Walmart, stuff like that. But it's that percentage of men is super low. It's like, it's like the last thing on your mind as a man is, oh, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna see what's up in here. No, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna get what we gotta go get, and then and then we moving on. Like we chopping just like you shopping. And so what I'm seeing is people that don't have social lives, that don't go out, don't have fun, right? You're a boring person. You think men are just gonna pop into your life. That's not how it works, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just not, it's not reality.
Sure don't mean I want to come approach you.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Okay.
And
Oh boy, here we go. All right, so on this part, it's a guy that, hold on, there's a guy, right, that he's explaining why men don't approach, and like once again, he probably don't go outside. He probably don't go outside because if he's speaking for men, he's only speaking for the men that stay inside. Because if you're going outside, people are approaching. But anyway, he's breaking down pretty much the the title of this the title of this video, Men Are Afraid of Women. Now when I say men are afraid of women, is because in here he's going to talk about how they've been conditioned to not approach, and this condition, that condition, and it's a load of BS. There's no condition. what happened what happened is there's a lot of rejection, right? And so because of all the rejection, he's like, you know what, F it, it's over with, I'm done. And so he's using his own personal experiences to explain for all men, and that's dangerous because that's not all men's thing, right? Now all men get rejected a lot, that's a fact, right? But all men don't look at rejection like, oh my God, all women don't want to be approached. It's just like you run into a woman, she's having a bad day. You run into a woman, she have a boyfriend. You run into a woman, she has a husband. Or you run into a woman and you're just not her type, right? It's a lot of different things that happens when you approach women. It don't go right, or it don't go, I won't say go right, because if y'all are talking, it went right. But it's a lot of things that happen to where the rejection happens. And it's not like a you thing. It's just You have to meet a woman that sees you and be like, I want that guy, right? When you're talking, she should know, I want that guy. And it takes a lot, because it's every woman is not going to have that, right? It's a small percentage of women in the world are going to look at you and say, I want you. Small percentage, right? And so if you're logical and you're thinking about it, you can't take it personal, right? A lot of these people online say they're Christians. What does it say in the Bible? What's for you is for you, right? That's, think about it like that. If she's not rocking with you, it's probably because she's not for you. Don't take it personal. It's not a big deal. You say, thank you for your time, or have a good day, or have a good night, or nice talking to you, and just keep it moving. It's light work.
Don't take nothing away from you.
But that wasn't the question. She was saying men don't approach women anymore.
Because after 10, 20, 30 years, listen, after
And that's another thing. There's a lot of these old people saying this nonsense too. It's a lot of old people. Like, you need to understand, you have to go outside. That is the issue. You guys are staying home every weekend, all weekend. Yes, you're not going to get approached. Yes, a guy's not going out. If they're not going out, they're not approaching. That's all what this is.
after decades of men approaching women, and I used one example of me, a personal example, but after decades of men approaching women and getting clowned for it, I didn't come here for that. Go to the club. I ain't come here for that. Try to holler at you at church. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the grocery store. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the parking lot. Now I'm a creep. Now I'm...
Oh no, let's run it back. Let's run it back. This dude is, listen, this is what you call people. This is what you call, listen to me, trauma dumping. That's all what this is. It's trauma dumping. So he's dumping all of his pain and frustrations onto these women. Or you laughed at me, right? You laughed at me. You made fun of me at church. You made fun of me at the mall. You made fun of me. He's trauma dumping. He doesn't know, right? He thinks see, Kevin Samuels did some really messed up stuff to these young men, or these men in general. Because he got on there and he started to like make trauma dumping normal. Now every man thinks trauma dumping is making key points to women. Like, yeah, you did this and you did that, and they're doing and it's like, bro, understand and know this. All that you're doing is making yourself less and less attractive to women. You understand why? I'm gonna break it down why. Women don't care. They don't care. They don't. You can get rejected 10,000 times. When that 10,001 time, the chick is going to want you to go up there and say hi. Women don't care. And so the more you trauma dump on them, the more they see you and they're like, oh, poor Tink Tink. And poor Tink Tink doesn't lead to wet. You know what? Poor Tink Tink is on the other side of wet, of WAP. It's on the other, it's way on, it's this business. So if it's a friends to lover spectrum, right? Poor little Tink Tink, you're past brother. You're not even her brother no more. She feels sorry for you. You're Steve Urkel. You're Steve Urkel. And what right now, he's making himself look like Steve Urkel because he's trauma dumping. He's like, you girls are rejecting me and making fun of me and all that. And it's like, no one cares, bro. No one cares, right? There's a reason why they tell you as a man, don't tell them your feelings and emotions, because they cannot care. It's not built in them to care. They're not your mama, right? And even your mama gonna look at you like, dude, calm down. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, even your mom gonna look at you crazy. Like, it's not built in them to care, right? And I don't think he has good friends, because if I was his friend, I would have told him, sit down, please. Sit down, let the women say what they got to say, and when they're done talking, you should just say, "Oh yeah, men do approach. You're just probably not going in the right, you know, venues, right? You're not going to places where approaching is happening. 'Cause that's all that's really happening." But this dude is he looks crazy. I'm gonna make him look big. He looks crazy right now. Crazy.
Talking. Now I'm all of this and that. No, ma'am. Okay, we get the message. This and that. No, this and that. And clown for it. Use one example of me, a personal example. But after decades of men approaching women and getting clowned for it, I didn't come here for that. Go to the club. I ain't come here for that. Try to holler at you at church. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the grocery store. I didn't come here for that. Try to talk to you in the parking lot. Now I'm a creep. Now I'm stalking. Now I'm all of this and that. No, ma'am. Okay, we get the message. You put the yield sign up. You put the stop sign. We were taught to stop when we hear and see that stop sign. This is what we were taught. No, sweetheart. No, baby. I'm trying to tell you. No, I'm telling you about us. Listen, sweetheart. If you don't mind me getting the mic back. I appreciate your conversation. I'll give you the mic back too, but I want everybody, I don't want to holler. Right? I don't want to holler.
The woman said that's not every woman in every situation. And she was 1000% correct. Like I just said before earlier, you could get rejected by 10,000 women, right? It could be 10,001. A chick were looking at you like, ooh, and you felt defeated, and you're like, I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. And it's like, you don't understand, bro. Like, you guys look at rejection bad. One, it should just be like, it is what it is, and you keep moving. But you guys look at it and you internalize it like it's something wrong with us. Like, it's nothing wrong with you. She's entitled to like what she likes. If she don't like you, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. In fact, listen, and I'm gonna give y'all a story. I was at the gym. It was this chocolate sister in the gym, and I was working out, and then she like walked past me like twice. And so the second time I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. So I walked over and I was talking to her, and I fumbled the situation really bad, right? Really bad. And she stopped me and she excused me, right? And as I was walking back, I almost wanted to go back and apologize for wasting her time because I fumbled the situation, but I just kept going, right? I just kept going. But she rejected me, right? It's not a big deal. Like, you're gonna get rejected. Chick is gonna tell you, no, I'm not attracted to you. But they're not gonna say I'm not attracted. They're gonna say, no, I got a boyfriend or whatever. Most of the time, they're really respectful. They're not gonna, cut you down heavy or whatever. But even if they cut you down heavy, that really shows the character of the woman. Think about it. If you walk up to a woman and you're respectful and you just like, hey, listen, I think you're very attractive. I saw you caught my attention. I'd like to get to know you a little better. Here's my information. And she like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? She do all that stuff. She wasn't into you no way, right? She wasn't into, so just, you know what? Have a nice day. And you just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. You guys give power to stuff that is beneath you. And that's the problem with men nowadays. You guys give power to stuff that's beneath you. It's beneath you, really. It's not that deep.
All right, I want to talk in the same tone that we talk, right? It's conditioning. Decades of understand what it's like to be in these shoes.
No. They cannot understand what it's like to be in your shoes. Just like you can't understand what it's like to be a mother. It doesn't work. Men and women are apples and oranges. This is a perfect analogy for apples and oranges. So apples and oranges are both fruit. Apples and oranges are both nutritious. Apples and oranges do help your body in different ways, and they're equal in value, but they're different, right? They're made different. The uses for them are different, but they both have equal value. That's what men and women are. Women do things, men do things. We cannot do this thing where we interchange each other because there's no interchanging an apple and an orange, right? Yes, we're both human beings, but our makeup is different. For instance, I'm gonna just say this, and we're gonna go back to the video, right? In football, basketball, but I'm going to speak about football. I only know football the most. Your coach will cuss you out, and you'll be, 10, 11 years old. He will cuss you out. He will pull your face mask and cuss you out, right? And after getting cussed out, I'll say 15, 20 times, right? You won't cry no more because you'll be used to it, right? But the thing about it is men, we can take harsh criticism because we were made for criticism, right? So a man could tell you, hey, lose that weight, let's get it together. We can do that to each other, right? Now, on the other hand, you cannot do that with a woman. You can't tell, hey, you're getting big, you need to get in the gym. You can't do that's not how you. If you want a woman to better herself, right? You can't criticize her, right? You can inspire, you can motivate, and you can educate, right? So you can give her the right information, right? You can motivate her by, showing her things and making the situation easier for her to accomplish in her mind, with visualization and stuff like that. And you can inspire her by showing her that it's you can do it. You got this. You can't critique, you can't criticize, you can't chastise. It does not work for them. Like I said, we're an apple, they're the orange, or it doesn't matter which one. I'm just saying we're fruit, right? We're humans, but we are different. We are super different. And so what he's doing is he's trying to interchange, right, an apple and an orange. It's like, well, step in my shoes. She can't step in your shoes. She can't. Her life, she's never had to approach women. Her life, she's never like men, we make fun of each other all the time for fun. She'd never dealt with that, right? Men will compete over the smallest things, and we derive pleasure and fun out of foot racing, climbing trees, playing Madden. That's some man stuff. For a woman, none of that stuff seems appealing to them because they're, like I said, they're the orange, right? And so they have other things they like that they derive pleasure from, as children. So it's like you can't interchange because we're too different. We're both very necessary for society, but we're just too different.
It's like to walk in this scheme, in this environment. It's not to pass judgment on nobody, but it's to say after decades of us being taught that this is how we gotta be. If this not what the women like, this ain't what we doing.
This is women don't like it, but how do you decades. Okay, if women don't like it, then how did you get a woman? Like, because all the apps and all that stuff is only like 10 years old. Instagram all stuff is like 10 years, 15 years old. You said decades. So like before all this technology, you had to still walk up and say hello. Like you still had to you still had to do it, bro. Like I know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just think a lot of these dudes, they go through a lot of trauma, and then they don't go to therapy, and then they get on these panels and they just start to like spew their heart and soul to these women. And it's like the women are not going to receive you well, bro. They're not going to receive you, bro. And then what's going to happen is they're going to look at you like poor little Ting Ting.
It's that simple. And it's unfortunate that some will come along and desire these things, and then it backfires. But it's not to get you to agree with me. It's to get you to understand why. This is why. And when that time is right, it's going to happen. Trust me, it happens all the time. I don't have to, that if a woman want my attention bad enough, she going to get it. Without having to go out of my way to cause conflict or potential conflict that we were taught and shown it creates when we come into your space uninvited.
Okay.
Now, I do like the way that he took the mic back from her just to, reset the conversation. And of course, he said it just right. Women have asked these men to not.
Why are you walking?
Because I'm at that hotel at the end.
You're not from here?
No, I'm from Arkansas.
Oh, what you doing out here?
Work.
Work?
Yeah, I had to live around here.
Yeah, this is another thing, man. About I gotta say this too. I'm gonna let this run. I'm not gonna say nothing else. This is a skit. This is not real. Women are not picking dudes up in the car, bro. This is yeah. But what people don't understand, let me make myself a little bigger, a little bigger. People on social media that make these videos are gullible. They are gullible. They think that when you see these videos, like this video right here, this is real. No, homie, this is fake. This is super fake. Like, bruh, women in Arkansas are not shooting their. I lived in Arkansas. They're not shooting their shots either. Women do shoot their shot, but it's so rare that it almost never happens. And then what happens is when a woman does shoot her shot, when I noticed, it's either super like she'll tell her friend, right? She won't come herself. She'll tell her friend, hey, my friend thinks you cute, right? She'll do that like in the club or bar. or they'll like have casual, like they'll ask you a question and then that will be the way they pick you up, right? It's never no what's up, dude, this is some nonsense, this is fake. But I said a lot of these dudes on social media don't have no experience with women. This is how you know. This is how you know. Because this dude is gullible.
You drive trucks?
Yeah.
Cool. You have an Instagram?
Yeah, definitely. Pull up. I'm pulling down.
Okay.
That's me.
Got him. We got him. I'm fast. What's your name? Nick. Yeah, I'm Kimberly.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You do this all the time?
No. I was just in traffic. I was in traffic and I was like, why is that fine black man walking across the street? There's no way, like, that is a pedestrian. Like, what's going on?
How old are you, love?
I'm 33.
Damn, when your birthday?
You must be cool.
Oh.
I'm going to build my bed by myself, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say. We need men. We need men. I'm never falling for the...
This is another thing. Oh, man. This is a lot in this. It's so much in this video. So a lot of these dudes, this content creator that are watching this channel, I got this video from. Like you could tell, bro. Like this video right here is a pick me video. A pick me video is a video where a woman explains, "Oh my God, I want a man, and men are great, and I gotta have a man, and y'all don't understand. Men are so necessary for society." This is a pick me video. Pick me videos, I think 2023 were really big, especially during KS's reign. They were really big because KS was kicking. Kevin Samuels was kicking. I mean, he was making 1 million views every video. He was going crazy. But yeah, this is a pick me video. This is a woman acting, right? She's doing really good with the acting, right? Maybe she went to school for acting. And she's just trying to garner views, maybe some money or something like that. But this is fake. 100% fake.
propaganda that we do not. I'm not getting on board. I'm never supporting that.
I'm an exhausted single mother living in California, paying $2,000 for rent. And I feel like I am drowning. I am drowning in debt. What I was chasing, what I thought I wanted in my life as far as marriage and children and fame and success, I don't want any of that anymore. I just want to be able to live.
Yo, I saw her face.
And so we have videos like this. Go back. We have videos like this. This video is This is red pill porn, right? I shouldn't have said the P word. This is red pill corn, my pet. Where women that are very attractive, like she is, will come on here and complain. Oh my God, life is so hard. Oh my God, I'm struggling. Oh my God. And it's like, bruh, just acting. It's fake. It's fake, guys. Come on. Come on. I know you don't think this is real. I know, brother. I know you have to have a little bit of discernment, just a little tiny bit of discernment, because this is fake. It's not real. It's not real. Another thing I've noticed is a lot of these people make these videos to placate to their audience, because the audience needs to feel women's pain because they're losers. And that's what the red pill is a consistent combination of like the loser black pill, the loser blue pill, the red loser orange pill, purple pill. They're all losers, right? And so they need to hear women complain because that makes them feel good. Which it's a sad thing that you would derive pleasure from someone else's pain. That's sad. It's sad. But this is they get their rocks off from this content. That's why he posted it, because it doesn't even make any. This video it doesn't say anything about approaching, doesn't say anything about dating. She just a woman complaining about how hard life is. And yes, life is hard. She lives in California. It's very expensive here. I live here too. It's expensive. And so I feel her on the expensiveness, but this had nothing to do with dating. He put this in here because he knew his subscribers needed that. They needed that release. They needed it.
Chasing what I thought I wanted in my life as far as marriage and children and fame and success. I don't want to hear that anymore. I just want to be able to live.
Yo, I serve face, I serve body. I'm financially stable. I'm working on my next career. I'm a great time when I'm out. I'm a homebody for the most part. I like to read. I'm a deep thinker. I'm a sweetie pie angel face. Sex game crazy. And you want to be focused on the fact that I'm a little bit mentally unstable sometimes. Like,
this is a message for whoever locks me down one day. I'm in bed. It's 8 p.m. It's not even dark outside. I'm by myself with my 2 dogs and I'm watching the NBA finals, and it's even bringing a tear to my eye.
Okay. What I just say? I said, right, that women, right, that are complaining about not having a man, what are they doing? This one right here, let's go back. This one just said, well, what she just say? I'm mostly a homebody, right? She said, I'm serving face, I'm serving body, I have this, I have that, I'm great in bed, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm a homebody. And it's like, if you're a homebody, who's going to see your body? You're at home. You're at home, baby. Listen. No one knows how great you are in your four walls. We're not Superman. We can't see through the walls to see the you, bro. You got to go outside. And I said that earlier in the video. A lot of these women that complain about not getting a man don't go outside. That's to me that's the only problem on a woman's side when it comes to dating, is that women do not expose themselves enough to being outside to be approached by the men they want. They don't go outside enough. They're not consistent with it. It's effort. Yes, I know it is. I know you were thinking that a man's supposed to just come down from heaven and God's gonna send you a man, and if God says it's gonna happen, and all this nonsense that you read in the Bible. Listen, take your butt outside Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I guarantee you will find a man. Guarantee. Now, you might not like that dude, but you're going to find a man. But I told you, listen, homebody, that homebody stuff going to keep you single. To me, that's the only flaw in the women that I see, is that they're homebodies. It's like, you can't get a man being a homebody. It's just not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to work. Cool. No one's going to talk to you at work. You're going to the grocery store. Cool. Most dudes don't approach in the grocery store. You're going to the gas station. Cool. Most dudes don't approach in the gas. When are you going to put yourself in a position to meet somebody? Like, I know common sense is not common anymore, or it was never common, but it's like, if you are that great of a woman, right? Which I don't know. We don't know because you're not outside. You need to put yourself, go to a day party, right? Go to a sports bar, but you have to be around men in large quantities. It's just the only way you're gonna get any type of dating like motion going, bro. Like the homebody stuff is killing y'all. I'm just telling you.
I'm a little bit mentally unstable sometimes. Like,
This is a message for whoever locks me down one day. I'm in bed. It's 8 p.m. It's not even dark outside. I'm by myself with my 2 dogs and I'm watching the NBA finals, and it's even bringing a tear to my eye.
You notice why she didn't say she's watching NBA finals at a sports bar, where I guarantee you, because it's the NBA finals, it would be full of men. Went over her head.
Some dude is really lucky, man. Really lucky.
If you're a guy who's attractive,
Okay. Now we have, this is, I told you about the pick me content, which is, it hurts my soul and my heart because men fall for this content right here, right? They fall for this content. This woman's going to explain why dating is so hard for if you're attractive, motivated, and all this goofy stuff, right? The reason why dating is hard for you is because you think dating is supposed to be you walk in the park, pick a girl up, and then you get married. You think it's the movies. You think it's fake. You think, oh, yeah, I'm going to bump into Sally at the market. That's what you're thinking. You're not thinking your wife is probably the 10,000 girl or the 20,000 girl that you approached in 3 years. Like, you're not thinking like logically. You're thinking like, oh, I'm just going to bump into her and everything's going to be perfect. And no, in reality, right? If there's someone out there for you, they're dating, right? And so you need to be dating until you bump into that person, because you're going to bump into that person, right? You are. But if you're not actively dating, putting yourself out there over and over again, you're never going to run into the girl. And so this is some pick me nuts. I'm not even going to comment on this goofy rhetoric.
motivated, and focused, here's the truth that no one tells you. Dating actually gets harder for you guys. People would assume that you have options and that you're always talking to someone. But really, most girls won't approach you. The ones who do might only see the surface. You're selective, and not because you're arrogant, but because you've built too much to just let anyone in. And you just want peace and not distraction. So yeah, you might have more attention, but finding someone who actually sees you, that's the real challenge.
I know you guys know the feeling, but you know, when you're 30 years old and you're single and
I almost threw up in my mouth when she was talking. It's just like, bruh. I'm sad you dudes fall for this goofy stuff, bro. It's goofy.
you're like trying to put yourself out there, and your friends are all married, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to the D-backs game," and you're like, "Sick."
So this one right here. Let me break this one down real fast. She is one of them attractive friends that's in her 30s. The problem with this, it's no problem with her, right? What's going on is that this woman is feeling societal pressure, right? So all her friends are married, right? And so she's losing friends to marriage. And so, her going out, doing whatever girls do when they go out, right? She's losing less of those people. And then she's looking, right, for someone to like connect with. And so it's making dating harder for her because her friends are getting married or her friends are married. But all that is just societal conditioning to tell you, oh, you're 30 years old, you're supposed to have somebody. It's like, no, that is not reality, right? Because if you look at this woman, right, if you look at her, she is a very attractive woman, right? And so the reason why she's probably single is because she has to keep working to meet the guy. That's it. That's all. There's nothing, but society will say, "Oh, you're 30 years old. Something's wrong with you." Nothing's wrong with her. She just has to keep going out, and she will run into the guy. She's attractive. She seems like she's putting out the effort, meaning she's going out a lot. She's putting herself out a lot, and I guarantee you she's gonna meet the guy.
And then you think like it's gonna be a night out, and then they're like seventh inning in, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go get some ice cream after this," and I'm like, "Oh fuck." We have really different vibes of like what the night is gonna look like. So then you're like scouring for friends that are potentially out in the same area that you are, so that you're at least trying to meet new people. Because God knows that when you're with your married friends, you don't really meet a lot of new people. And I love them. Like, I don't blame them. Like, I want to go home and eat fucking ice cream too. But I texted a friend and I was like, "You're out, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can I meet you?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, I'll be waiting." Like, I'm a pathetic fucking loser, but here I am, putting my best foot forward, trying to just like.
This is fucking sad. You heard what she said? She's a loser. I hate societal programming, bro. I hate it. I hate it, bro. I hate it so bad. I hate it. Like, look at her, bro. Look at her. She's a loser. Like, this is what you call a loser because she's single and she's 30. That's insane. That's insane, bro. It's insane, bro. Like, this is the world is so jacked up, bro, that you could be attractive, putting yourself out there, being positive, and you feel less than just because you don't have somebody. That is the world this does not do women right, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro.
I'm like, "Can I meet you?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "All right, I'll be waiting." Like, I'm a pathetic fucking loser, but here I am, putting my best foot forward, trying to just like do things as a single woman and not like go home and like cry myself to sleep. So we all know the feeling, right?
I don't know the feeling. That's sad, bro. I feel bad for her, bro. This is not even no joking. Like, to think that you're a loser just because you haven't met the right person, it's not her fault, bro. Like, it take time. That's all it is. Is just you're doing the work. She look good. She doing the work. She gonna run into the guy, man. But it's the pressure of like, oh, you're supposed to have a house. You're supposed to have a family. You're supposed to have this. You're supposed to have that. And it's like, the wonderful thing about life that as I get older, what I'm realizing is that my life is my own individual walk, no one else's. And so I can't focus on what other people are doing because that's going to take away from my happiness and my focus of me, right? But when you're focused and you're letting society tell you who you are and who you should be and where you should be in life and all this stuff, now you're depressed. Now you have mental health issues because you're comparing yourself to this person, this person, this person, this person. So focusing on yourself. She's 30 years old. She's attractive. She's young. She probably got no kids. She should be going out shaking her behind. That's what she should be doing. She should be going out twerking, right? Twerking, giving it up easy, having a good time. Until she runs into the right guy, she should be living the la vida loca. That's what she should be doing. But no, she's sitting here depressed. I'm gonna call my friend and see if something happens and all that. That's, bruh. All this stuff is making people less and less happy, trying to live up to some weird American standard. Weird. So weird.
Basically, I'll let you know how the night goes and if it was worth it.
Man, you didn't enjoy her night, bro.
We're turning up the
It's
heat with
Session,
4
man.
slams for under $10
Cry
a
yourself to
day.
sleep is tough.
More sun, more slams, 4.
It's, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a very strict woman when it comes to dating and really.
Oh. All right. That's another thing the red pillars do, right? That this is how they get there. This is how they mobilize and like really like create that tension in conversation, right? They get videos like this. And what this video does is show the worst type of woman that can ever be shown on the internet. And they put them on and they let her talk, right? And all it infuriates these red pillar dudes because they're like, how dare she have all these different requirements and standards and all that, right? Instead of just like not giving her no type of views, no type of energy, they give her energy and it blows her stuff up even more because the content creators use their rage against their subscribers to draw views and conversation and comments. It's a strategy, right? And it's a terrible strategy, but it works. And they have this woman, she's attractive too, to come up here and say a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff. Like she about to say some really crazy, dumb things, right? We know they're dumb, right? And when the dude posted this, he knew I'm gonna get these comments, I'm gonna get these subscribers, and I'm gonna rile them up really good. And they're gonna go crazy on this young lady. And that's why he put her in here. Just complete rage.
Relationships, and sometimes they think that I was too strict, but I'm gonna share some of my rules that I've always had and that I used when I was vetting men when I was dating. So, rule number one, I do not date men with young children. Like, I would never date a man with a child under 10. I damn sure would never date a man with a baby on the way, but I couldn't do even a 5 or a 6-year-old. I also don't date men that have multiple kids that are close in age. Like, I would never date a man that had, like, Irish twins or, like, stair-steppers. That just shows me that you don't have sexual discipline and that you probably hit everything raw. And it also is clearly a sign of, like, cheating, because if the kids are that close in age, you were with both of them at the same time. When I was dating before I got married, if I ever brought up marriage around a man and he would say something like, oh, marriage is just a paper, or I can't see myself being married, I would just block him and I would just never talk to him again. I've never dated a man that didn't have his own place and his own car, and I never move in with a man unless I've seen that he was able to maintain having his own place for at least a year, because there's no reason why I should trust that you could pay bills and take care of me if you can't even pay your own bills and take care of you.
Take care of you.
I've never believed in like the whole ride or die thing. I would never stay with a cheater. I would never stay with somebody disrespectful. I would never stay with anyone that like took me out of my peace or my element. I believe in leaving as soon as it gets bad. I also believe like how you start is how you finish. So I would never go out on coffee dates, ice cream dates, anything that was like super minimal. I would always say that I didn't smoke or I didn't drink. So there was no linking up and drinking and kicking it like Netflix and chill. Like I would never do any of that. If a man ever tried to take me to a bar, immediately blocked and never responded to again. So yeah, those are just some.
Oh, that was me. That was me that laughed. That was me. Like I like when I hear this, I'd be laughing like y'all are listening to this woman talk, bro. Like I'm gonna go back. That was me though. I laughed.
Anything that was like super minimal. I would always say that I didn't smoke or I didn't drink, so there was no linking up and drinking and kicking it like Netflix and chill. Like I would never do any of that. If a man ever tried to take me to a bar, immediately blocked and never responded to again. So yeah, those are just some of my rules, and I have hella, and like I don't tell men, of course, when I'm getting to know them, but I think these rules have actually saved me from a lot of douchebags and a lot of like bad situations. So.
Yes, ma'am, that's right. You can have all your strict rules, no problem. We all got our preference.
But how do y'all figure out how to price it? Like, what's the prices like?
She talking about selling your body. They talking about selling their bodies and stuff like that. Women in Atlanta are selling for $40 or something like that. Women have always sold their bodies. This is not new. It's not new, and the reason why it's probably $40 is because the amount of women selling it is just the demand is like not as high as the supply. Supply, like you know what I'm saying? Like the supply is probably like a lot of women, and so the price goes down, right? It's just simple, bro. Like $40, it must be a lot of women selling it. So it must be a lot of women selling it, and it must be a shortage in the demand of buyers. Apparently, I don't know. Maybe the tricks are dying off. I don't know.
How do you price yourself, bitch? Like, how do you price yourself? Like do you just wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, today $2.50 for an hour, or today $50? It ain't 40 because where that whole $40 shit come from? Do y'all be charging $40 for real? You telling me I can go buy that coochie for $40? Because if I can go buy some coochie for $40, I'm finna call me fucking madam. Because I'm gonna start a fucking ring today and get paid. If y'all charging $40, I can buy y'all out today and we can do some stuff. Like literally, we could really form a group now that I think about it. And I could be the next madam in Atlanta. And like we could really do it. Like if y'all really selling it for $40, y'all can come to me because I could be the motherfucking. What will I call myself though? Like, well, who would I be? I don't know, but I think I'm on to something. Like, would I be a pimp?
No, you wouldn't be a pimp. You would be a madam. And I'm pretty sure they have some sort of underground situation where someone's managing some of these women, bro. Like they're not all just renegades. They're just like, and I don't think you'd be able to raise the price either. Like if it's $40, it's probably $40 for a reason. You know, I'm just keep it real with you. I didn't speak a lot on this. I don't know nothing about buying no box, bro. I don't know nothing about it. I just let her talk. I don't know nothing about it. But I'm just saying, in my head, right? If something's really cheap, right, it must be too much of it, and not enough people buying. That's just simple economics. But I don't know nothing about this. I'm gonna let her talk.
Would I be a pimp if I pimped you? I should have been a whore.
I agree.
Yes. I should have been a whore.
Yes.
I should have been a whore.
Yes.
I could have. I wouldn't be working. Like I should have just sold it.
Whoa. No one says that, but yeah, you should have just been easy. Just be easy. You know what I'm saying? All this being a turtleneck chick and I'm not gonna give it up to nobody. That's for the birds, bro. Like, give it up. You should have gave it up. You should have gave it up, bro. Listen, my motto is this: more, you know what, less stress, right? I can't even say it because we're gonna be put this on YouTube, but it's a catchy saying. It's more, you know what, less stress.
I should have just sold it.
Well, hey, Miss Lady, it's not too late. I think you still got
With this man.
This goofy dude. It's not too late. You can still share it. Blah 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 blah. What are you talking about?
Do not hop on that plane. Do not waste that man's time and money. And then y'all got the nerve to be like, just because I hop on a flight don't mean I'm entitled to sleep with him. That's true, but pay for your own flight.
Oh, it's another pick me video. And it's not even a good pick me video because she gonna say something here that throw off everything. See, this thing about these guys are so they don't have any type of understanding of life. Women often are able to run game on you dudes because you're not listening to what she said, right? You're not listening. And then I'm gonna point out where she shows you she's running game on you goofy niggas. Watch this.
Bum. Why do you need him to pay for shit if that's how you want to move? Like, feel me? Like, that shit don't make sense. I don't ever have a man pay for my flight unless I'm landing on. Are you crazy? Listen, if a man does something for me, if he pays for my bundles or my nails, I automatically match the energy. Yo, Papa, go get your hair cut, go get some sneakers, go get some drip. I would rather trick on it and give him pussy.
There you go, right there. I'm gonna roll back one more time. I want you to hear what she said. This is very important. Very important. This is where I told you she was running game.
That's how you want to move. Like, feel me? Like, that shit don't make sense. I don't ever have a man pay for my flight unless I'm landing on. Are you crazy? Listen, if a man does something for me, if he pays for my bundles or my nails, I automatically match the energy. Yo, Papa, go get your hair cut, go get some sneakers, go get some drip. I would rather trick on it and give him pussy. Once I get that pussy, that's a body on me for the rest of my life. I can't take it back.
What?
What if you're a goofy in 5 months? I could get the money back.
This is crazy.
Well, I guess there are some good women.
Did you just hear what I said? That was me ad-libbing it, bro. Like, I caught that. I'm like, she running game. So the game is this, right? I'm going to spend money on you. I'm going to do all this, but you can't get no box. Are you serious? So we just homies then. Like that's what we doing. We homies. So we just spending money on each other. That's some homie type stuff, right? I can't give you no box. She don't like you, brother, because she's spending money on you. But she showed in the video how money don't mean nothing to her. She could buy her own flights, she could trick off on you, but when it come up giving that box, she like nah, right? Which means the box to her is more value, right? Fellas, you want her, right, to desire you so much that her giving you the box, right, is more like she's asking for the dick, right? She's like, yo, when can I get served? When can you come over and service me? I need it. On top of her tricking on you, right? No, I mean on and then the tripping is the next, right? But there's no way that you think not getting box and getting gifts makes sense. As a man, I want all of it. I don't want some of it. I want all. You feel me? You going first of all, the box, right, is going to be just served up on a platter because that's how we get it done here, right? Second of all, the gifts and all that stuff are cool. They're great, right? If gifts make you feel good and stuff like, you probably need to go see a doctor because something wrong with your mind. But you want her to give you everything, not some things, all things, and you want her to see it as I want him to have it. You want all things, not some. This thing of always, I tricked off him, but I'm not giving nobody. She's running game on you because she's holding back. That's the game. That's the game. You guys, this dude right here is so goofy, man. He think, oh, she's a good woman. Watch what he say.
Out there, this woman here is definitely an alien unicorn because a lot of young women don't think about giving their man value back, in other areas of his life.
This
A
nigga
lot of
goofy
women
as
just
hell.
think that,
He's a
I'ma
goofy.
just give this guy
He
sex.
thinks she's
We
valued because
love
she's
women who
this
can match
nigga
our
is
energy
goofy
in other ways.
as
So I was
hell.
talking to my friends the other day, actually, about a video that we posted the other day about having a man that is, if he wanted to, he would, right? And how to respond as the woman. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. But basically, I talk.
I think this is the last video. All right, and this is the worst video of all videos on here. On this, this is a clip of the last. On this is the last of this video. This is the worst video. Why is it the worst video, Chris? It's the worst because now this is someone's wife, right? And what she's going to say in here is so vile, so terrible, right? That it's going to go over the content creator's head, and he's going to be thinking, "Oh man, they have a good relationship," but he's not thinking correctly because he has no experience with women, and so she says some vile, terrible things, and I'm gonna point them out.
About having a man that would, show up and do things all the time, and how I had to learn how to show up for him, right? And so the question was, well, how do you show up for him? For me, and this is just my example of just one of many examples of him showing up for me and how you get past this, basically. So hear me out. So he bought me a Kindle Scribe one day. I came home, I had a hard day from work. I had my bubble bath run, the candles was lit, the little table was across there, and my Kindle Scribe was sitting there set up, ready to go. Over time, I think I had it for a couple of months. The Kindle Scribe decided that it didn't want to work right no more. Ultimately, we ended up sending it back. I didn't have a Kindle for a little while, and I was sad. So then he replaced my Kindle Scribe with a Kindle Paperwhite.
Nigga.
So I had my little Paperwhite.
My bad. I forgot I ad-libbed this, but I love my ad-libs because, like, oh, hell no, nigga. Like, what? Nah, I'm not buying you stuff, and stuff is you breaking stuff because That's what it sounds like. If something is brand new and it's not working, you broke it. That's what it is. That's why I say, let me bring it back because I got that was. But that's why I said that. Cause I'm like, nigga, like you broke it. What you mean it stopped working? Like what? Y'all didn't have insurance, so you just couldn't get another one? Like what? Yeah, let me bring it. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. But I love that. I love the ad
So the
libs.
question was, well, how do you show up for him? For me, and this is just my example of just one of many examples of him showing up for me and how you get past this, basically. So hear me out. So he bought me a Kindle Scribe one day. I came home, I had a hard day from work. I had my bubble bath run, the candles was lit, the little table was across there, and my Kindle Scribe was sitting there set up, ready to go. Over time, I think I had it for a couple of months. The Kindle Scribe decided that it didn't want to work right no more. Ultimately, we ended up sending it back. I didn't have a Kindle for a little while, and I was sad. So then he replaced my Kindle Scribe with a Kindle Paperwhite.
Nigga.
So I had my little Paperwhite. I had got it all cute and decorated, and I loved it. And a week later, literally a week after I got it, I lost it. I left it at a bounce house or something. I don't know. It disappeared and it was gone. So once again, I was sad. And
all right. Now you hear me groaning. This is where I talked about the foul, dirty things she said. This is one of them right here. This is one of them. So when you do something from somebody, right? You expect them to be happy and all that stuff. Great, she was happy. You don't expect them to one, break the thing you bought, right? And not be able to replace it. And then after you buy another product, right? Then you don't expect them to lose said new product. Why is that vile? It shows, one, her lack of respect for his money, right? That's his money he's buying, he's doing for you, right? So you're showing time, effort, and money that you wasted twice. This is his wife. This isn't some random girl. This is his wife. So your wife don't respect your money. That's vile, right? It gets worse. Watch this.
Just pitiful because I love to read. That is my thing. I like reading. So don't have my Kindle Scribe, it's gone. Don't have my Paperwhite, it's gone. I'm sad. And a couple of weeks later, I had been looking at the iPad mini, just looking like, man, I want it. I don't really want to spend $500 on this thing, $400 or $500, however much it was. I don't want to spend this on this thing. So I'm going on about my business, living life, just accepting that it's going to be a Kindle on my phone type of life. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It works just fine.
You notice she just said, oh, it's nothing fine. It's cool. I can read it on my phone. Okay.
I'm out and about. I think it was nail day, so I had gone to get my nails done. I get a text from this man like, hey, go swing by Best Buy and pick something up. Lo and behold, it's an iPad mini. So I said all of this to say he's always doing for me to make me happy, not just material things, just in general. This was just my example.
You know this wife is a good wife because her husband.
This nigga said he's a good wife. She's a good wife. She just broke one product. She lost another product, and she was shopping for another product in front of this nigga so he could buy it because women think strategically. She was probably sitting next to him, scrolling, looking at it. He's like, "Oh, this is what you want, baby. I'm gonna get it for you. Oh, I'm a good man. And that's what happened. She did that on. See, she knows her husband. She knows how he thinks, and she's like, if I just pretend I'm good with it, and I'm good with just looking at reading on my phone. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. But you're cool with that. But then you were on, and you were looking at new products, so you weren't that cool with it. You're lying. You're a bad liar, by the way. But anyway, so you're lying, and so you looked at it with your husband, so your husband could see it, right? Because you're playing game on your husband, and he bought it for you because he's a goofy. I said it. I'm not taking it back. That dude's goofy because guess what? What I say earlier, she broke one product. She lost another product. What do you think she's gonna do to this product, brother? She don't respect your money. She don't. And It gets worse. It does not get better. Watch this.
Husband loves on her and just want to see her happy. I love to see when a man is loving on his wife.
But for me,
some goofy
right,
shit.
I make decent money. Please don't get me wrong, but I can't just go and drop $500 on something. It's just not.
That's where it gets worse. So I don't know how much these products cost, right? I'm guessing a Kindle's 100 plus. I'm guessing the other thing was another 100 plus. So that's maybe $200-$300 right there. And then he bought another product. It's probably another $200. So I think he probably spent $600 plus buying 3 electronic products for his woman, his wife, right? And she's like, well, I can't spend $500 on you, even though you spend about $600 on me. Does that make sense to y'all? This is his wife. This is his wife. He's bought 3 different products for this woman. She can't buy one. Wow. I told you this video is vile. It's terrible. It's horrible. Horrible. If you're a married man and you're listening, you should be irritated right now because you've shown what you're doing and she's disrespecting your money, your time, your effort, all that. And the way she's doing it is so casual. I lost it. It stopped working. Oh, I just got another product. But you know what? I can't spend $500 on you because I just don't want to do that.
It's not in me. I'm gonna say it like that. It's not that I probably can't. I just don't like spending that kind of money. For him, the things that he likes, the material things that he likes, they're expensive. They cost a lot of money, thousands of dollars. And I can't just go.
Oh, your products don't cost almost $1,000. Damn. Someone's marriage is trash. This is trash. This is trash.
And seeing thousands of dollars, and most people can't just go and drop $2,000-$3,000 on something just because it will make someone's day, right? So,
whoa, bring it back. That's why I told you this is a vile video, guys. This is vile. I'm gonna just do this video by itself. This is so vile. Watch this. Let's go back. Watch this.
Because her husband loves on her and just want to see her happy. I love to see when a man is loving on his wife.
But for me, right,
shit.
I make decent money. Please don't get me wrong, but I can't just go and drop $500 on something.
No,
it's just not. It's not in me.
You just can't drop $500
like
on your husband. If $500 on your husband, he's not worth $500. Your husband not worth $500. No.
I probably can't. I just don't like spending that kind of money. For him, the things that he likes, the material things that he likes, they're expensive. They cost a lot of money, thousands of dollars.
Right. Thousands of dollars. This is the man you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with, man. He's not worth thousands of dollars. He's not. The ring that you're wearing on your finger, that's not worth thousands of dollars. No. Why would he do that? No, come on.
And I can't just go and spend thousands of dollars. And most people can't just go and drop $2,000-$3,000 on something just because it will make someone's day, right? So I have tried to find things that mean more than monetary things.
Like what?
Because again, even though he buys me nice things, those are not the only things that he does for me. He's also taking care of me emotionally, physically, and things like that. So for me,
you don't say. So he spends money on you? He takes care of you emotionally, mentally, and physically, and you can't break off $1,000 off on this dude? Damn.
One of the things that I make sure that is done, he works 13-hour days. He's standing up on his feet.
13 hours a day? You can't spend $1,000 on this. You can't spend $1,000 on this nigga. Oh, some niggas' marriages are so effed. They're so effed. They're so cooked. This video is the worst video on here, bro. This is his wife saying this, bro. This is not some random chick. This is his wife, bro. Wow. So he takes care of her mentally, physically, emotionally. He buys her gifts, right? So he has no complaints, none, right? He even thinks about, he'll just do stuff for her, right? She can't break off $1,000.
All day. When he comes home from work, dinner is warmed up. It's in the oven waiting for him. He comes home, he takes his shower. When I hear that shower go off, I go and get his food because he eats upstairs in the room. I set up his table. He's got his food. He got his water. And I might massage his feet because that man been standing up for 13 hours. I can sit down for 20 or 30 minutes and massage his feet while he eats his dinner, right? I know the things that he likes to eat. I might just pop out to the farmer's market and grab those ingredients and make a meal that I know that is catered to his taste. He loves a good yam. That's his thing. He will eat it with everything. So I have perfected my yam recipe. It's bomb. He loves it, right? Just those small things, right? I know you got to go to work for the next 2 days. I'm gonna grab your scrubs. They have been washed, they have been dried. I'm gonna iron them and fold them up so they are there and they're easily accessible. Just finding those small things that make your partner's life a little bit better, that show your intention behind it, that show that, hey, I see that this would help you and I want to do this extra thing for you. That's all it takes. Sometimes it doesn't have to cost $500 or $600. It doesn't have.
You know, she keeps going back to the money, right? Now, everything she just said was to avoid paying money. See, this is the thing about women, right? They're so smart, right? She said a whole bunch of different things. I'm gonna make his meal. I'm gonna rub his feet. I'm gonna give him a back massage. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. So she ain't gotta pay $500. That tells you the value, right? So the value is in my hard-earned money. You don't get that. No, but I'll do all these other little things to make up for that $500. And it's really, to tell you the truth, it's so cold. It's so cold. This video's over. I don't care about this. This video's over. Listen, it's so cold. Check this out. It's not even about the money, fellas. It's not about the money. No, the money is nothing, right? The money is no big deal, right? Marriage is more important than the money. The money represents what she ain't gonna do. That's what it represents. Well, I'm not gonna spend money on you. No, that's what it represents. That's cold. That's some cold. That's cold-blooded right there, bro. That's cold-blooded. Because think about it like this. It takes time, effort, energy to make money. You gotta go out to the world, or maybe you're behind a computer or whatever, but it takes a lot. So when you're spending money, right, you have to care about what you're spending money on, right? And so she does not care about her husband enough to spend $500. That's what I'm trying to say. So she will do everything in her power not to spend $500. And I did this and I did that and all this. Listen, it's not the fact that you didn't buy something. It's the fact that you won't do it for your husband. Damn. Anyway, this is CJ, the content connoisseur, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time. I think I might go over just that last video, because the last video had so many vile, horrifying things she said in there that we could do like 20-30 minutes just on that alone, because a lot of men, right? And this dude literally was like, oh, she's a good woman, their wife, and that's a good situation. That is horrible, because her mindset is already like, I'm not doing this for you. His wife. This isn't some random chick. This is his wife. She already like, already like, imagine when it comes to, where they're going to take their kids, what school is going to take all the other things when it happens to in marriage. She's already with that energy of resistance, and I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that. When he's doing everything like she said, and she's like, I'm not doing. Oh man, that video was wild. That was horrifying. And I hope that, married men watched that and threw up in their mouth a little bit, because I did. It's been CJ, and I'm out.